Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good, I'm okay.
Okay, my name is Melita Hollis, and I'll be your therapist today.
Okay.
And your name is?
I'm Angie.
Okay, good to meet you, Angie. And what do you prefer to be called?
Just call me Angie, that's fine.
Okay, Angie, great. Okay, Angie, before we get started, we need to talk about a few things. Starting with the confidentiality policy, and our confidentiality policy is basically letting you know how the information that you share with me will be handled. Okay, anything said here is generally kept confidential except in the cases where there is self-harm or harm to others, okay, as I am a mandated reporter. I do, however, want you to feel that you can't say anything to me, but just in those cases where I have to gauge whether there is a potential for harm, I have to let people know.
Okay.
Okay, do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay, and this is the first session, so I'll let you know how the sessions will be going in subsequent sessions, okay? Okay, first what we generally do all the time is called setting the agenda. And setting the agenda just lets us know what are the most important things that you would like to talk about. And we also will do a mood check. We will summarize the session. Also, we'll set goals. We'll elicit some feedback, and we'll review that homework. And not necessarily in that order. Sometimes things we'll do more of some things, and some things we will not do. It just depends on how you want and how the sessions are going.
Okay.
And at the end of the session, I always will get feedback from you to let me know how you felt and if we need to do some other things the next time.
Okay.
Okay, so first we'll start with the mood check. Just kind of, can you tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 in the previous week, how have you felt?
Probably 5.
Okay. Angie, and I will be looking at some notes from time to time and looking down, and I'll be jotting some things down. Is that okay with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Great. Okay, so you said on a scale of 1 to 10, you were 1 being the highest that you felt great, and 10 being the worst. How did you feel this week?
5.
Okay, so you were a 5. Can you just tell me a little bit of what does a 5 look like?
I guess I was kind of in the middle. I had an exam this week, and I bombed it. So, I was a little upset about it.
Okay, you were upset.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I feel it's like I studied real hard, and I still failed my test.
Okay, so would this be an item for the agenda to talk about the exam? Is that something you wish to put on the agenda?
Yes, ma'am. I think I have test anxiety or something. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so we have on the agenda, we're going to talk about how you felt about the exam.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about what do you expect to get out of the session?
What I expect to get out of the session, I just would like some help with maybe learning how to take tests better, because usually I get real nervous and I can't sleep the night before. So I think I just want to know how not to get as much. I just get like a lot of anxiety, like where I feel sick and stuff before I take a test. So then I end up not doing well. It's like I do well through the course, but when it comes to the test, I don't.
Okay, so if by the end of the session you hope to have some test taking tips and maybe some ways of reducing your anxiety?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so great. So we've done a couple things on the agenda. We set some broad goals, and you told me how you felt. So let's talk about this exam. Can you tell me a little bit about?
I'm not good in math.
Okay.
I don't feel like I'm good in math. I just feel like I'm dumb, I guess. So I never do well on these tests. And it was like a big math test that was coming up, and I need it for my major because I want to be a nurse. So just, I, I don't know. It just, I got real nervous the night before. I couldn't sleep. And I studied for it, but I just got real nervous, and I just don't think I take tests well.
Okay. So you said you feel dumb. When did you feel dumb?
Usually when I'm studying, I feel, even though it's like I know it, I'll think to myself, I'm not gonna pass this test. I'm not gonna pass it, and then I end up not passing it. And I think the grade, I felt dumb just like when I was studying, even when I started studying.
So while you were studying, you said you felt dumb. What type of thoughts did you have?
I'm not gonna pass.
Okay, so the thoughts that were going through your mind at the time of studying that you're not going to pass.
Yes.
Okay. How much time did you spend studying?
I worked 12-hour shifts, and I have 2 kids. So this time I really didn't take a lot of time to study. Probably maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours maybe.
Okay. And what grade did you make on the test?
I made 65.
Okay, so you made a 65. Okay, so you said that you had a test and you didn't study as well as you should have,
Yes.
and you have child care responsibilities, and you're trying to be a nurse and you work. Okay,
Yes.
You sound like you have a lot going on.
Oh, I do.
Okay, well, um, so what have you done since the test?
It just was a frustrating week for me because I know if I fail this test, I'm not gonna get into the nursing program.
Okay.
So I said that I was gonna take some hours off from work so I can maybe have a longer time to study. So I put in for that this week. I did that this week. That's about the only thing I've done. I put in for to take some hours off or whatever.
Okay. So one of the solutions that you can pull for yourself is to ask for some time off to have more study time.
Yes,
okay.
Ma'am.
And so you don't know if you're going to get approved for that time.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. And you also said that you're not good with math. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so a part of when we set the agenda, we kind of talked about homework, and I want you to kind of keep in the back of your mind what we might do with getting some help with the math, because you said you won't be able to apply for the nursing program if you don't pass this part
Yes,
of the.
ma'am.
Okay, so we're going to kind of talk about the anxiety, and then we'll tie the two together, the math and the anxiety. Okay, so when you're taking the test, or when you took the test, what were you thinking?
I'm going to fail.
Okay, so you had the thoughts already in your mind even while taking the test as well that you're going to fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how were you feeling as you were taking the test?
I felt sick to my stomach, like I was going to throw up, and I was sleepy because I hadn't slept the night before because I stayed up studying all night.
Okay. Okay, so it sounds like you're having some issues with studying and with test taking.
Yes, ma'am.
And the subject of math.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to go to that homework piece where, as a part of these types of sessions, the CBT sessions, that we do give homework to help the client reach their goals. And part of your goals was to be able to have better test taking skills.
Yes.
Okay, but in order for us to get to that, let's solve the immediate problem. That would be to deal with math class itself. So as a part of the homework, I want you to, is there anyone that could help you?
There's a tutor that they have in the tutor room they have at the university.
Okay, are you willing to seek tutoring?
I thought about it. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Okay, so what would be the reluctance for seeking help?
Just not having the time because I'm working.
Okay, so I guess the first part of the homework to see if you got the time off.
Okay.
And to see if you can pencil in the tutor into some of that time off, and then maybe once you have left the tutor, you can go home and work on some of those problems.
Okay.
And I want you to report on a piece of paper how you felt as you were working those problems, and I want you to also let me know how you were feeling when you were getting help with the homework, because you said when you were studying, you would feel like I'm going to fail, and you were having some thoughts. So I want, as you're getting help, I want you to see what your thoughts are. And when you're at home working on it alone, I want to see what your thoughts are and how you felt. Okay. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay, so just to summarize, we talked about how you felt this week after you got your math test. You talked about also the thoughts that you had when you were studying. We also talked about some of your feelings in relation to your life. You have a lot going on.
Yes,
and okay, we also talked about you doing a little bit of homework, and you're gonna jot some stuff down and bring it back for the next session. Did we get everything?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, so This is the time where you tell me if I miss anything or if something I can do better to better understand your problem and to help you reach your goals.
I don't see where it's anything you miss. I just need help trying to, or I guess, organize my life and get my test taking things together. But I'm okay with everything. Sounds good.
Okay, so would you like to put the test taking anxiety stuff on the agenda for next week?
Yes,
we were not able to get to it, and I would love to hear what you have to say and see if we can help you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for coming out, Miss Webb. I hope this week is better for you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.